I love you, bye. Hey everyone, Dominic Esposito, the Drill Instructor. Welcome to the clinic. Yes, it's been, I think, 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks that I've been with you live. And that's just because I've just not wanted to do this. And I've had a lot of other things to be thinking about. You know, we lost Harold Prime, Custom Cues, my very dear friend. And I really needed a little time to get through that. He and I were really close. And of course, we're running a whole business together. And that really was jolting and took a lot of resettling to deal with. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. And for any of those of you who have lost people, you understand that hardship that you can live through. And for those of you who don't, I pray when your turn does come, and it will, that you can be okay. So anyway, and if you want to call somebody to say, hey, I know how you feel, I can sympathize with you and empathize with you and maybe have some compassion with you that you're looking for. So there you have it. But thank you for allowing me that window of time to just be on my own. Tonight, I want to get back to, listen, I got so much mail stacking up. It's really exciting. And Kat's been doing a beautiful job. Thank you, Kat, for she's been running some reruns for you every week, which they're all great. And in fact, I've not seen a single one of them, but I've been getting just as many for thousands and thousands of you. Literally every week. It's always by the end of the week when everybody's had time to watch on your own personal schedules. So here's something new. We are going to start doing the clinic at like roughly 7 o'clock every night. Tonight, we were right on it, just a couple of seconds before 7. But you know, sometimes 7 o'clock might or might not work. Yesterday, I was teaching one of our WPBA Pro ladies. You know, she got here at 12 noon. We didn't finish till after 9 o'clock at night. You know, when I'm training with you and I'm working with you, we're spending hours and hours and hours. So if it happens to be on a Tuesday, like coming up maybe soon, I'm going to be having Tracy Cantrell here, is also a WPBA Pro lady who's going to be here soon within the next weeks to come. And I think she's coming for a full Monday and a full Tuesday. So, you know, that's going to be a long, long, long time. And if she's here late enough on that Tuesday, I'm going to have her on the show. You'll get a chance to meet her too. So I've been running long and running hours, and probably you have, but I've missed you. And thank you if any of you have missed me. Let's get to the first question that I really want to deal with tonight. And that is, we got situations where the ball's locked in the jaw of the pockets. Sometimes it's outside jaw. Sometimes it's going to be on the inside jaw. And we got an 8-ball down table. This can easily be a 9-ball game. So maybe you're on the 7 or the 8 and you're trying to get down to the 9 to win. I want to show you a couple of simple things and give you a couple of memory joggers that'll help you remember how to do this. Okay, so here's the cue. The ball is on the inside of the pocket, and you need to get down table. So when the ball is on the inside of the pocket, I want you to think of kids, little kids, a bunch of little kids in the house. And they're all in the house, and guess what? They're all in the house, and you don't want them to drive you crazy, so you could tell them, hey, go inside and draw. Just remember that, because if it's on the outside, hey, you kids want to get crazy in the house? I don't want you driving me crazy. Go outside and run around. Go outside running. Yeah, there you go. So there's your memory jogger. When the ball's on the inside of the shim, just like kids are inside the house, they should be drawing. Okay, not driving you crazy. On the outside, go outside and go do all your running. Don't go running all around the house in here. You're going to drive me crazy. And here's what's going to happen, okay? As you are working through wherever the cue ball is on the table, it's not going to really matter. It could be virtually anywhere. So we'll start from here. You're going to shoot exactly at a half ball hit. And what's going to happen is technically you're going to get the cue ball is going to hit the cushion and the object ball pretty much at the same time. Now, when you're going to use running, remember running English is going to accentuate the speed of the cue ball, so you want to back down your speed just a little. So this shot is going to go with anywhere from, depending on the position of the cue ball. If the cue ball is going to be more here, or if you're starting more from back here, the cue ball is going to run at between a 2-speed to a 4-speed shot stroke. So let me show you what I'm talking about. For example, and those of you who know, if you're going to shoot a 2-speed shot stroke, basically you're going to make the cue ball move all the way up to the other end of the table and get within the 2-speed zone. And you go, boy, that's really slow how that's going to work. But with running English, the ball's going to go hot. And so when your cue ball is in the top half of the table, you'll use the lower speed. If it's a little further down, use the higher speed. And what's going to happen is you're going to just use a straight 9 o'clock and 2 tips of English will be fine. You're going to shoot this from here. I'm actually now going to be hitting this with a 3-speed shot stroke, and watch what's going to happen as I come up here. This is it, and boom, I'm going to come right down here and I'm going to be on my 8-ball. And that's how directly you're going to do that. And again, that's running English because the ball was on the outside of the shim. Outside, kids, get out of here and go running outside. The ball's outside, running when it's on the outside. Now, when the ball's on the inside of the shim, you're going to change it completely. What do you do inside? Right, drawing. Draw. So what's going to happen, regardless of where the cue ball is, now with draw, you're going to use between a 4 and a 6-speed shot stroke. 4 to 6 speed. So a 4-speed toward the shorter end of the table and a 6-speed more when you're down here on the deeper end of the table. And keep in mind, it doesn't matter where the cue ball is on the table for making this happen. You're going to hit this with a direct half ball hit, and you're going to use either 1 tip of bottom and 1 tip outside, 2 tips of bottom to 2 tips outside, and 3 tips of bottom with 3 tips outside. As you increase the speed from a 4 to 5 to 6 speed, you're going to go from the 1 to 2 to the 3 tips of English. So even if I'm down here, I'm going to hit this right here with 2 tips of bottom, 2 tips of outside, and watch what's going to happen here. And I'm going to hit this with a full 5-speed shot stroke from here. Oh, I didn't hit that right, did I? Okay, let me hit that one more time for you. Hey, that's the best part of live, isn't it? Okay, so again, it's a pure half ball hit. I was just a hair off of a half ball hit. And let's go back with this. Where was I? About here. Okay, and I'm going to take it back down. And here we go. More half ball hit. Thank you very much. Here we go. And see what's going to happen once again. It's going to bring me straight down here one more time to be able to get the 8-ball. So, half ball hit, outside shim, outside running, inside shim, inside drawing. And you're going to use that. Remember, when you're running English, generally with running English, you'll always cut your shot speed by a 1/3 at minimum. And many times it's up to a 1/2. And then the inside shim is draw, and you're going to accelerate the speed to 4 to 6 speed, and that's what's going to work. Now, you could do this on either side. It doesn't really make that much of a difference, but when you've got to get from all the way up table to all the way back down table, and you want to be sure you do it with caution. Now, keep in mind, depending on where that cue ball in is, and as you practice this more and more and more, and you bring up a situation where, well, I'm going to show you right now, so you're going to get the idea. I'm going to do this outside. What's outside? Running, exactly. Half ball hit, half ball hit. So I'm going to go ahead and take this with a straight 9 o'clock, and I'm going to take 2 tips, but pay attention to what's going to happen here, okay? So I'm coming off the side rail. That's where I always want to be cautious, but you see the speed? Because once in a while, if you come off this 20 diamond, that ball is usually always going to be running straight into the corner pocket. You want to make certain you've got enough attention to the fact that your speed control so that you're not making the cue ball disappear and do something stupid. All right, listen, that's a great question. What happens when the ball's on the inside of the draw and I'm trying to get back down table? What's the right English to use? What's the right speeds to use? And I gave you a little bit more. If you're inside the jaw, you're outside the jaw. What if you're not exactly on a shim or out and you're more toward the left center, right center, or center pocket? Because remember, there's 5 entries to a pocket, 5 pocket tracks into a pocket. Every ball can go into a pocket on one of 5 tracks. So cheating the pocket is stupid. That's a slang. It makes no sense. You want to cheat a pocket, miss the ball, miss the pocket, miss whatever, miss cue, do whatever you want to do. But stop talking with stupid slangs. Be very specific. Pool is all about math, and math is exact. So you want the ball to go in the left shim, the right shim, or dead center, or left center, or right center. There's your 5 pocket tracks. You pick which way you want the ball to go in the hole, because that is going to be then the contact point you need to be paying attention to if you're going to pocket that ball exactly on that pocket track. And that's what's going to make a difference. And depending on where that ball might be in the hole, if it's not on one of the in or outside shims, guess what? You can use either or, because once the ball is not on the jaw, you could then choose whether running or running or draw is going to make all the difference for you. Okay, listen, everybody, thank you so much once again. Thank you for your compassion, your care, your love. Thank you for all the kind words and cards and everything else that so many of you did for us losing Harold. We've lost a really good guy, a good cue maker, really coming up. Truly would have been one of the best one day. It was truly a pleasure and an honor to have such a dear friend. And I hope for most of you, you have people like that in your life. But we'll miss him, and we will see then what is to come. I am working on several things. Please be patient with me right now, but I will be coming out again with give me a chance to tweak a couple of things, but I will be coming out again with my carbon fiber shaft that I created and designed that with Harold Prine, and using the same zero deflection performance tapering technology, so you can aim, apply any English. When you shoot, the cue ball is going to go right back at what was your center access line. I will also be coming out with the jump cue soon enough. The elevate, we will keep it the elevate. We will keep it the Moab break cue. But I am going to be coming up with a new name. I want a new name for the shaft. It was called the Optimus. And we did that for Harold. It was just kind of a fun thing to do all of his whole life, because he was so tall, way taller than me, and his last name was Prine, so his nickname all over the place used to be Optimus. You get the trick, right? Good. So we're going to change that. We want to change that. And you know what? I'd love from a bunch of you, do me a favor. I am putting the word out there right now, and I am trying to determine what will be the best name of the shaft. And I don't know what to call it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to call it. I like it to be something more drill instructor-y, and I'll make you a deal. If you could just write to me, send me an email, or send me a message any way you want. You've got my phone number, or send it through the mail like you do on the internet. And when I get it, and I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal. If I use your name that you pick, and you were the first one to pick it, I'm going to give you a free shaft. Yeah, I'll give you one, just because it's my way of saying thank you for doing that. And I will give you one of the shafts, and that'll be that when it comes out. Now, we may or may not be laser engraving them just yet. We're going to see. We're working on buying a bunch of new stuff, and we're going to see what comes down the pike as it does. But do me a favor, everybody. Start thinking of what the new name should be for the new playing shaft when it comes out. But it's still going to be absolutely the best of the best, I promise you, because that's just the only way we have to do things around here. It is the best. It's number one. I use it. I would use it, or I'm going to tell you why it's probably a waste of your money, unless it's your preference, and that's fine. Okay, listen, everyone. As always, I love you. Thank you. I'm very honored and grateful to be back here again. As always, aim straight, shoot straight, and what? Split the pockets. That's it, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight. God bless you, and I will look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye.